This is music, and this is Bathuary. Welcome to another episode of Bathuary, a series on this channel running in January and February of 2025, where I explore the studio album discography of Bathory, an extremely important band in the history of extreme metal and also Viking metal. And I don't do any research or anything on the releases because I prefer just jumping straight into the music. And then I look into, the context and stuff afterwards. So last time I had a look at Octagon, and this time I am going to have listen to this one here, Blood, Fire, Death. I don't know where this is in the chronology of the Bathory discography, if I'm being honest, because Bathory is a band I'm only just exploring now. Uh, very late to the party, I know. So I don't know where this is in their discography, but as far as I understand, this is one of the classics and one of the uh, beloved albums. So I look forward to listening to this. First, let's just unseal it if I can. Uh, this is one of the Back on Black reissues that came out in 2022, I think. So there you go. It has been unsealed. Like the other two cassettes I looked at so far, you got this sleek, cool black shell. And this one looks like it's a little bit longer. Um, So that is nice. The J card, very, very simple, but you do have your cover artwork and you have your lyrics, and so you got the minimal information I think that you need. So yes, I am going to give this one here a listen right now, and I'll get back to you with my take on it. Don't go anywhere. And I'm back, having now listened to this one. If I'm correct in assuming that this is a fan favorite and a classic in the Bathory discography, then I get it 100% because I totally enjoyed this one. This was excellent. It's rough around the edges, production wise and also performance wise, but it's not sloppy and it's not lo fi. The drums, interestingly enough, sound quite mechanical in places and they sound very organic in other places, to the point that maybe some people would consider the drumming sloppy in those more organic sounding places. You have some really fast songs on here. To me, the key style or the main style or core style or whatever you want to call it is thrash metal. And I do get quite of a Slayer-esque, like early Slayer vibe from some of the really fast songs. The guitar solos also have that Slayer-esque chaos to them. Not that much of whammy bar stuff, but more like the blistering fast chaos. I forgot to mention that in the video where I talked about Octagon, that I thought the solos were more Metallica-like. I forgot to mention that, but here they are a little bit more Slayer-esque. You have some punky elements as well to some of the fast songs, but you do also have some slower songs. The opening track with the long introduction, which is very uh, uh, atmospheric, kind of long, atmospheric, kind of like on the self-titled, but here the introduction has more of a kind of a fog of war vibe to it, with horses neighing and just an oppressive and ominous vibe to it all. Um, but the opening track is A Fine Day to Die. And that one is a slower track with more organic, maybe slopping sounding drums if you don't like organic sounding drums. And it's a slower song. That one definitely has some features that would occur later on, quite centrally in like more mid-paced, um, second wave black metal. So there's definitely some precursor stuff going on here. Uh, for all those who died on side B, that's a slower song too. That one is kind of like, to me, kind of like more like slower, but kind of punky in a way, without being punk, if you know what I mean. Then there's the title track, which is also a slower track and a more very epic sounding track as well. Um, so you got some like stylistic choices that kind of deviate from the fierce thrash, but that just makes it a very interesting album to listen to overall. So I totally get why this is a fan favorite. I really enjoyed it. This is another Bathory album that I will revisit quite often. I do like the guitar tone and the production, although it's a little bit raw. Uh, but again, it kind of fits the music, and it fits, I guess, the overall aesthetics that Bathory is going for right here. So yeah, Blood, Fire, Death, excellent stuff. I really enjoyed it. I get why it's a fan favorite. Thanks for watching.